Are you working on your credit and want to just pay to get something deleted from your credit report? Well, in this video, I'm going to cover how Pay for Delete actually works and how you can use it to help yourself get through this bad credit that you are dealing with. My name is Credit Coach Nicole Scott. If you are new here, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Most importantly, if you want to purchase this entire guide, which has over 26 credit repair secrets, I am sharing with you all inside of this guide. And there is an entire playlist with this series so you can learn more if you are into fixing credit, want to learn how to fix your own credit, or even help others. So let's get right into it. Now, Pay for Delete is something that oftentimes is misunderstood by people. What this actually means and how this can actually help you is, say for example, you have a third-party collection that is on your credit report holding you back, even though maybe it's just a small amount or maybe it's a large amount. Either way, you're like, hey, I know this debt is mine and I just want to settle it so it'll go away as fast as possible. Well, that's fine. You can totally go that route. You know, a lot of people might tell you, well, make sure that you dispute it. Sometimes we don't have time for all that, especially if you are going through purchasing a home or want to purchase a home. You need to get this stuff behind you, off your credit report, so it's not affecting your debt to income and not going to prevent you from qualifying for that home loan, because third-party collections are the devil, okay? They will most certainly hold you back from purchasing a home, because sometimes the debt that is alleged by this collection agency, it will be counted against your debt to income ratio, because third-party collections, mortgage companies have to calculate this as part of something that you owe. Now, if we were talking about a charge-off, right, which a lot of people misunderstand charge-offs from third-party collection. A charge-off is from the original creditor. Say you had a Capital One credit card, it went south, and now it's a collection. Well, it's still a collection with the original creditor, which is Capital One. So Capital One is reporting it as a derogatory collection charge-off to your credit report every single month. You have to settle that up directly with Capital One, which I highly recommend that you do. But if it were a charge-off, a lot of banks can look past that, because technically a charge-off is bad debt that this company has already written off. Now, say for example, Capital One sold it to a third-party debt collection company like LVNV Funding, right? Once LVNV Funding reports that said debt, Capital One can no longer report any sort of debt. They must update it to 0. They're going to stop reporting, and this third-party collection company would pick it up. Now you have two accounts that are negative that are on your credit report, essentially, because the Capital One's not a positive, but it also shouldn't show a balance. But now you've got a second one you've got to deal with. Well, these second ones or third-party collections, that's who you can actually pay for them to delete it from your credit report, because they would have never been there in the first place. You cannot pay the original creditor to be deleted from your credit report. I would not be able to pay Capital One directly to delete it. No, it doesn't work like that. What happens is, if I'm going to pay my charge-off, which I highly recommend you do, you can definitely settle for a lower amount. So say they are alleging that you owe $400. Well, fine. Call them up and offer to pay them $200, which is 50% less, right? Or even offer them less. If it's an older debt, you can say, hey, look, I'm willing to pay you, maybe 30% of the debt. You can start really low, 20%, and go all the way up to 50%, but negotiate a much lower payment with them. The only bank you're not able to do that with is Navy Federal, because if you don't pay back 100% of what you borrow, you won't be able to get anything in the future. Most other banks like Capital One and Chase, they will give you more credit in the future even if you settle with them for a lower amount, right? So say you pay the original creditor, that's fine, but it's not going to be removed from your credit. Third-party collections, if they are any sort of utility bill like a cell phone company, electric company that you didn't pay, some sort of service that you did not pay for, whenever you call them, you always want to make sure that they are going to remove the collection account as if it never existed from your credit report after payment has been received. And a lot of times there is room for negotiations with the third-party collection, but oftentimes if they don't own the debt they're collecting on behalf of their client, there is not much wiggle room that they can do. They actually have to go back to their client and see if they'd be willing to accept that offer because they don't own the debt. A lot of these junk debt buyers like LVNV Funding and Midland and a lot of those that we see on credit reports as third-party junk debt buyers, they actually would own the debt, so you can negotiate with them, and oftentimes part of your negotiation would be that they remove the account, a trade line, from your credit report once this account is settled and updated to a zero balance. Now, not every third-party collection agency is going to accept this as an offer, but that's part of the negotiations. You can let them know that as long as they plan to remove that trade line from your credit report after it is settled, then you will have no problem settling it with them. But if they try to play hardball with you and say, oh no, we have to keep on reporting it. No, they do not, okay? And some companies, they are not going to tell you, okay, it's a pay for delete, or they're not going to give you any paperwork or proof or anything like that, because technically a pay for delete, they're not able to negotiate those type of terms with you legally. So they're not legally able to say, yeah, we're going to do you pay and we'll delete. They'll say things like, after it's paid, the trade line will be removed from your credit report. That's what we're looking for. After settlement, the trade line will be deleted from your credit report. And after you get a payment, or after you make your payment, tell them you just need a confirmation letter saying that they have requested this account to be removed from the credit bureaus, because you can take that letter and you can send it in to the credit bureaus. All right. And that way, that collection, that third-party collection that, picked up the debt wherever, will be taken off and your credit score will go up. All right. Even if you don't see a significant rise in your credit score from that one account, as you continue to pay on time, manage your credit properly, those numbers will follow. All right. Once you are free and clear of any derogatories, once that trade line that is a negative is removed, you need to start adding positive trade lines. That's where authorized user trade lines come into play. You need to reach out to me. Join the community, because you'll get a discount on authorized user trade lines, and that's what you're going to need to add to your credit profile to get that history, those higher limits. But really where the big boost in points come from is the history, right? That's most impactful, because history is 15% of your credit score. All right. So again, guys, don't be afraid to pay your debt. It's a good thing. Sometimes you just want to get it behind you. And believe me when I tell you, you'll spend more money trying to pay someone to get it off illegally. And it's never a good way to do things, because it can come and bite you in the butt later. And all that money that you paid to someone else to get it removed, and it just comes right back. Just use the money that you were going to use for credit repair. Pay your debts, all right? Negotiate settlements. If you have questions or you're not sure what should be the best next move for you, book a call with me. The link is in the description, and I welcome any calls, and I would definitely give you, consulting as if you were one of my highest paid ticket clients. And I offer 15-minute phone calls, so that way you can get an idea of what would be a good game plan for you. And then you, my friend, can take action and make it happen. I'll see you on the next video. Take care.